Okay, so before I start this video, I just wanted to say that I'm gonna be making these videos where it's like me talking and there's like gameplay. There's like gameplay and then it's just me talking. I think it's better that way than the old way I did the videos where it's just like an edited screen recording because all the other YouTubers do it and I think people would like that. So, anyways, I am gonna start the video. Sorry about the long intro. So, anyways, the first thing we have is this random farm I found. It didn't have much. It was griefed and shit, but you can see there's like a single carrot someone left, which is kind of funny. And some other people left signs. Really wasn't much around besides, this farm. And, I had to leave my own sign because, like, why not? One thing I do hate is the sign filter. I don't know why they censor like the most basic swear words, but anyways, as I made it back up to the surface, I had a horse, and then I came back up expecting to see the damn thing, and then you know what happens? You can probably tell from the video. This fucking idiot managed to drown himself. So he was kind of like this guy, like that one meme, which is just great. So now I have that problem to deal with, and we're not even 5 minutes into the video, which is just great. So, I don't know, I just decided to build a little grave for him. Because I've built one before, I think, for my other horse. I forget what his name was, but I think it was. Anyways, the name of the horse doesn't matter, but yeah, I made a memorial. So, yeah. I don't know how he drowned himself, but just it's just so stupid. Like these things always happen. But anyways, thankfully, like 2,000 blocks later or some shit, I did see a horse on my ESP. But out of all the places, I mean, it's not even that surprising. But since we're in a giant ass ocean, somebody left a horse underground next to a nether portal, so I had to go get that thing, and it's kind of annoying considering horses are fat asses in Minecraft. Like, I don't know what it is. These things just need so much room to move around, especially when you're trying to get the thing from point A to point B. So I had to like carve out this like whole little tunnel thing, and then I had to drain the ocean on top of all of that bullshit. It was just this whole annoying process, but after I spent a little bit of time, building it and clearing all the water out so the thing could actually make it through. I have no idea if a horse can just naturally swim to the surface, so I wasn't going to take my chances, so I just, built a tunnel because I really don't know how else I would have gotten the horse. Because if you've seen my other videos, there's barely any nether portals on Starving Road, which is kind of odd, but, you know, I have no idea. I'm not going to build 40 nether portals to prove myself wrong, but yeah. And then, once I built the tunnel so the thing could get to the surface and not drown like the other horse, I had to, you know, like fill in all the water like I just said, it was so annoying. But then I had to build a bridge as well. Anyways, the next thing after that whole problem was solved, we I was like walking and then I found this like little wheat farm. It was completely blown up in the middle if you couldn't tell. There really wasn't much. Just some wheat. I mean, it's a wheat farm. I don't know what else to say. You know, there were some signs. I'm glad they didn't obliterate those because I kind of like reading the signs. And the next part, which was probably the biggest thing in this whole episode, was probably like the first thing was this little uh underground base or whatever. I don't know. I saw a sign and my ESP was going kind of crazy underground, so I'm like, shit, I better stop and look around. So that's exactly what I did. And yeah, there was a nice little. I'll just let the video play. So yeah, it's a nice little underground base. It was like half griefed. I don't know why everything on this road is like half griefed. You know, me personally, if I ever grief something, I would like make an entire like meteor crater. Like you wouldn't even know that there was something here. You just see a crater. But these people, they're just like, okay, we're gonna blow up a little bit of it. But yeah, I have no idea. It's like some parts of this base were griefed and some weren't. It's like really weird. Like you'll see when I free cam a little bit farther ahead, like like half of the base is just gone. Like a fucking like rocket or a missile just like shot through half of the base and just obliterated it. And then this half of the base still got animals and shit. They're probably traumatized. I mean, yeah. It seemed like a pretty old base since like the signs were from like 2020, which was kind of interesting. Anyways, I don't know if this is just me, but it's kind of crazy to think about that 2020 was 6 years ago. Like, I feel like that wasn't, I feel like COVID wasn't that long ago, but it's 6 years ago. So it's always so weird to see signs from like 2020 and 2021. But, yeah. Yeah, as you can see, I was like free camming around. There's a whole bunch of tunnels and shit. Just a whole like kind of like a hobbit hole system or some shit going around. Like there's just tunnels and shit everywhere is what I'm saying. But yeah, after I looked around in that like little weird fountain room or whatever, there was some more signs and it was kind of cool to look at, but that was really about it. There obviously wasn't shit there since like this is 2BTT. There's like 20 other people who found something before you, so I mean, yeah, I didn't really need much because I have like 30 shulkers of gear on me from that dupe stash I found earlier. I have to say, it's kind of stupid that I took all of it instead of just leaving some of it and marking the coordinates because honestly, I don't even know how I managed with my inventory space. I mean, Jesus. Anyways, I made it to this island, and it was just like completely green. Anyways, I'm talking about that island, not the other island. I'm not talking about that one. Okay. Anyways, just to get out the just to get that out the way, I'm talking about this one, not the other island. So there was some grief stuff, and very clearly you can see that there's like a fucking mountain of lava cast going on around here. Like, honestly, bravo to the griefers, because I mean, this is how you grief a base. I don't even know what the fuck this place used to be. This place could have been a supermarket or a fucking city, but I have no idea because the place literally is just a mess. But anyways, there was a bunch of old signs. I mean, the place is like, ironically enough, this place is even older and it's on the surface. Like it's from like 2019 based on the signs. Anyways, here's a nice little view of the destruction going on. I think I think it's actually a man-made island, but I might be wrong because like it looked like a platform. I don't know if it was man-made, but a lot of it looked like it was just floating there. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not. But anyways, I saw some signs on the top of the lava cast. So thought, excuse me, got my goddamn allergies going on, so I have to keep stopping every few seconds because allergies. What am I gonna do? Anyways, I made it to the top. It's so nice that there's like ESP features and stuff that I can use. It's very helpful, but anyways, nice little view from here as well. But yeah, there's some signs. One of them was pretty recent. The other was from 2020. Just some other people coming up to look at the destruction going on. And I actually almost pushed my horse off. Now that I'm looking at this, like, look at this shit. I'm like walking around. Look, I'm like I'm just looking around, and then like once I finally like dropped down, I practically pushed the horse up. Like, look at that. That dude must have been hanging on a fucking toenail. So, good for my horse. I don't remember his name, but yeah. I decided to throw him in a little hole here so he wouldn't drown or get lost or whatever. But found this little underground staircase and decided to go down. It was actually pretty nice. It wasn't completely blown up. It was nice stone brick, and my favorite block was the floor, which was hmm, smooth stone, I think. I have no idea what it's called. I don't know. It's like the smooth. I don't know. It looks like stone brick if it was like polished off with a grinder or something. Anyways, like I was saying earlier, this place literally got like a fucking missile blown through the middle of it because, we're back down into this underground area, and I mean, you could probably tell like once I leave this Nether Fortress shit. I don't know what the hell this was, but it's like somebody shot a missile through the fucking middle of it. I mean, it's just completely gone. But anyways, um, I'm glad I didn't die to lava or something because that sounds like something I would do is die to lava, even though I have so much gear on me. But yeah, so obviously there wasn't much since it was griefed and like I don't even know how many people were ahead of me. But I was just looking around because sometimes you might get lucky and somebody didn't check a furnace and there was a secret signed book or something. I actually like to collect stuff I find. Like I literally have like two shulkers just dedicated to shit I find, like banners and nap arts and books. Books are really annoying because you can't like put them in a bundle. That's what I do with my banners. Because I have like two bundles worth of just banners, which is now that I think about it, that is a fucking lot of banners. But this server's got a lot of players who make a lot of banners, so might as well collect them. It's like Pokemon, gotta collect them all. But yeah, saw this little unfinished room I didn't really go inside of, but like I was saying earlier, there's just fucking tunnels everywhere. Like, if you pause the video and look around, there's like four different tunnels, each going in their own directions with like staircases and shit absolutely everywhere. And also, the reason there's so many mine shafts, you're probably wondering, is because we're in like 2012 terrain right now, because the server's that ancient that we're just casually walking through that kind of terrain. And honestly, I would be happy, but I'm not, considering 90% of this series has just been me walking through an ocean. Because I don't know what it is. Like in 2012, these motherfuckers were just paddling and paddling for 4 hours straight and just leaving humongous oceans behind, I guess. So, anyways, we, you know, made it out of the underground mole hole town or whatever. And I've actually done this before. I have left my horse in a hole, and then like 500 blocks later, I'm like, why am I fucking walking? I need to get my horse. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video here. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.